Hello everybody, welcome to my first walkthrough video of my Peaceful Meadow. My name is Whittles, and as I said, I've never made a video before, so please be kind when watching. I've decided to do a walkthrough of my Peaceful Meadow, mainly because I thought, well, everybody else is doing it, so why can't I? And it took me quite a long time to build this. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with it, and I watched loads and loads of videos to kind of get some inspiration because I was a bit stuck, and I finally decided that rather than building it as one great big build, that I would split it in two. So on the left here I've got kind of a park vibe going on with just one house kind of nestled over in the corner. And on the right side, I've done my kind of orchard and put a Parisian cafe and kind of a flower corner where I've got my flower storage and Beast's flower stall and all the stalls together. So Mickey's stall, Tiana's stall, the Gem stall, and I can't remember the other one. Can't remember the name of that. So let's get started. I hope I don't bore you all too much. This little walkway here, I kind of got a little bit of inspiration for this from Central Park. I'm not obviously exactly, but that's why I put these plaza trees in here and all the benches. And I really like the feel of all the little petals all over the place. It kind of reminds me of when you see down in like kind of maybe south in America when all the cherry blossoms start to grow and then fall off. I don't know, maybe I'm just making that up and I've just imagined it. But I really love these little wrought iron benches. I just think they're really pretty and just add that really nice touch of color that mixes well with these little tulip flower lighty things. Uh, you know, can't remember where it was from. Alice in Wonderland. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, I really like it, and I think if there's ever a theme that look, there's Mickey Mouse Cloud there, huh? That would look nice in a Dream Snap. Maybe one day they'll do a Dream Snap theme where I can kind of incorporate this little walkway into that because I think it would look really neat um, in a Dream Snap. Maybe one day. Anyway, heading through here, as I said, this is kind of my park recreation area, for lack of a better word. I've added a little bit of structure to it, but for the most part, it's kind of a little bit wild and untamed. The structure kind of comes from these hedges and how I have a house here and some other bits and bobs. But for the most part, I just kind of threw a bunch of stuff down and thought, oh, that looks nice, so I'll kind of stick with that. I don't really go into any of these builds with a specific um, like layout in mind. I mean, I've seen people that like make Excel spreadsheets and stuff when they're doing these builds, which I don't know. I think that's a bit crazy, but that's just me. I'm not quite. I'm not that organized. I'm not that organized in my real life, much less. I certainly don't want to be that organized in playing a game. But to each their own. So over here, I have my little cherry orchard. I love this. I love this little cherry orchard. I did try to stick it over on the other side with all the rest of the fruit trees and bushes, but I didn't have room. So I put it over here, and I quite like it over here because I think the colors incorporate well with the the build overall. Um, and I think it fits well with this little dragon topiary dude thing here. And over here, as you can see, I have a nice little kind of picnic area, which Gaston's kind of stomping all over at the moment. It's just nice if you're like, when you're doing the star path duties and you get, catch 30 billion fish from Peaceful Meadow and you're kind of standing here and it's just nice to have a nice little bit of a backdrop to look at while you're slugging away catching fish. And heading over here, I have Tiana's house. Now, I kind of wanted to put another house here. I wasn't really sure which one, but I don't have as many house skins as probably a lot of people. I do have more now, but I didn't I didn't really want to uproot everything because not all the house skins have the same footprint. So I've just kind of left it alone. And I mean, I think it looks okay here. It it's colorful, so this area is colorful. So yeah, so why not? And I love these little fountains. I think they're really cute. And I love the way the game has the sound effects, so you can kind of hear as you're walking by, you hear all the running water and I don't know, it's just kind of soothing. Sometimes it makes me want to pee, but that's okay. There's a toilet nearby. Um, and then I love these. I love these wisteria gazebos. I use these a lot, maybe too much. I just think they're really pretty, and especially when you get the sun shining on them like that. You see that? I just think it's really nice, and it's just a nice place to like, if you want to kind of sit down and I don't know, do nothing. It's just a nice little view from here, and if you look back over here, you can see the nice sunset setting on Gaston's, or I think it's Gaston's shipwreck, which ironically enough, I didn't know you could move until 2 days ago. Um, so yeah, so it's just got a nice little view down to Dazzle Beach. I haven't decorated Dazzle Beach yet. I think that probably be my next area. I've been kind of slow in decorating my biomes. All the rest of them are a big giant mess with just loads of rubbish in them. But I've decorated this and the plaza. So maybe I'll do a walkthrough of the plaza if anybody really, gives a hoot about what I'm doing. I can't imagine anybody really cares, but you never know. And I put my jumping well, or whatever they're called, I've kind of hidden it back over here with a little kind of walkway to it. I did try to get it a bit further up against the rocks, but when I fast traveled to it, I got stuck between the rocks and the well, so I've had to move it up a bit, which actually worked out better because um, you can still get to your rocks to mine them, and then of course these bloody night thorn thingy things, which drive me crazy. They just pop up everywhere, and they just totally ruin the aesthetic of your build. It really gets on my nerves, but I suppose they're a necessary evil. And all the bloody seed packets they pop out. I get so sick of picking up seed packets. Anyway, enough of that. And I've got a crafting station here, which is for obvious reasons. It just means that I don't have to keep running back in my house if I need to craft something. I do try to put one in every biome just to kind of make things a little bit easier. But I haven't managed to put in every single biome, but pretty much all of them have a crafting station in it. And then, oh, hi Rapunzel,
So
nice hair.
fun.
Um, so heading back down here. Okay, get out of my way. We're gonna head over to this area. I really love this area. I think it's not to toot my own horn, but I think it's turned out really really cute. I've got this little bit over here, which is I call it kind of a secret garden, which has a croquet game set up here. Wish we could play get croquet in the game. That would be fun. I used to love playing croquet as a kid. And I used pretty much all of Alice in Wonderland decorations in here. I did have a whole area in the plaza all decorated with all of the Alice in Wonderland paraphernalia, but I knocked it down, much to my daughter's dismay, because I wanted more of a kind of a neighborhood feel up there, and that's a lot more structured up there than in the plaza than it is here. So again, maybe I'll do a walkthrough of that area eventually. Again, if anybody really cares. to see what I'm doing. I mean, there's so many videos out there of people doing stuff. I'm not sure why anybody want to look at my video, but I'm giving it a go. And over here, I have a little companion area, and yeah, they're not very inquisitive. They don't seem to want to broaden their horizons and explore beyond this little area and the gazebo. I don't know whether they're coded that way so that they can only go like so many squares. I don't know. If anybody knows the answer, then let me know, because I'd be quite interested to know the reason, because they're not blocked in. But yeah, they don't. They just kind of hang out in the gazebo, and over on that left-hand side where the bath is. Well, at least they can have a wash. Because animals get dirty. And again, on another wisteria gazebo, as you can clearly see, I'm quite partial to these. Another stupid knife. I'm not even going to bother picking up these coins. And then I have my orchard over here along with all my stalls. I kind of want a marketplace, farmer's market kind of thing going on here. And it's really kind of easy to walk through here. I try to make all my bills fairly accessible. It is a bit cumbersome going to get those mining nodes back there, but you can do it. It's just the view when you do it goes a bit weird. And then I have Wally's garden here. I wanted to put Wally's garden over on the other side, but it was just too big and didn't quite fit into the feel over on the other side. So I plopped it here, and I think the square shape and the structure goes well with the way I have all the other fruit trees and bushes laid out. And I've avoided buying any skins for Goofy Stall and for the wishing wells or time travel wells or TARDIS wells, whatever you want to call them, because I don't know, none of them really appealed to me. But I really liked the one they had, this one that they had last week, because I think it fits really well with the aesthetics of the Peaceful Meadow and the kind of vibe that I'm creating here. So I broke down and bought it, and I didn't actually know that you can use it more than once on like other wells, so that's kind of cool. And again, I've the gem stall here, and Tiana's fairs over here. And then continuing over here, I've got my little Parisian cafe set up, where I've got a cute little seating area where you could sit down and maybe grab a coffee, have a croissant, have a patisserie, and pretend you're in Paris. I don't know, what's that? I don't know what that is, and I don't know why. Oh, pick it up. Huh. I'll have to see what that is later. Or maybe it's a marshmallow. I don't know. And then I have I've stuck these mushrooms here. I'm not quite sure why. I'm not sure they really go, but I like the little cloudy stuff that comes off of them. I think it gives it kind of a nice misty aura over in my flower corner, I call it. So as you can see, I have Beast's flower bit here, and I have a flower shop here, and over in this area I've kind of done like a little ode to autumn, I call it. And I'm kind of anal retentive in the fact that I like my houses, the inside, to kind of match the outside if at all possible. So I've created a flower storage here in the flower shop. I know it's not really original, but it's my valley, so I can do what I want. Thanks. And I just think this has turned out so pretty. I love all the vines and I love these Isabella vines with the flowers hanging down. And I think it's really good that we got these large storage trunks from the Aladdin quest, because you can put them on tables, so they don't take up as much floor. They don't take up floor space, which obviously gives you more room to decorate and put other things around. So it's just I think they just save a bit of space overall. So I've got these coordinated with each of them with a different color and with obviously the different color flowers next to it because I'm getting old and I forget stuff all the time. So, I know that that's yellow flowers and obviously, duh, these are blue flowers and so forth and so on. And it's just a really nice area that when you're, unloading all your stuff from your backpack, it's just a really pretty area to kind of come and chill out if you want to. And I've got this nice little waterfall here, which I didn't actually know you could put inside until I did this. And I'm really quite happy with it. I think it's turned out really cute. Um, I wanted it to be kind of a greenhouse, summer house kind of vibe, and I think that I've achieved that. So when I have enough wood, gold, and all that, I'll probably craft two more of these white boxes. I just haven't. I don't think I have enough. I can't remember. I don't have enough resources at the moment to craft two more, and I'll probably end up putting all my seeds in there because my seeds are currently somewhere else. So it'd be logical to have, your seeds where your flowers are. But for the moment, it is what it is. So coming back out, I have a little stroll through here again, and then head on back up here, up to the top here, and have a little stroll down this nice little alleyway down to the and head on down to the beach. So that's it for me. I hope you all have enjoyed my rather long first video. If you liked it, let me know. If you don't like it, I'm not sure. I want to know. So thanks again for watching, and have a lovely Dreamlight Valley day.